Huh? What the heck are you doing here? Why would you go out of your way to come all the way out here? I literally cannot wrap my head around the nonsensicalness of it. What do you mean, why would I come? I got an invite, of course I was going to show up. How is that nonsensical? Wow, is this some kind of joke? I was clearly just being polite when I sent you that invite. You weren't supposed to take it seriously. Did you think I actually wanted you to come? Oh dear, what planet are you on, young lady? You're even more delusional than I thought. Well, I was on Earth last time I checked. What do you mean you were just being polite? And you thought I was delusional? Oh my God, that's just plain rude. I've never heard of anyone sending out a wedding invite just to be polite. What was I supposed to think? Just because you've never heard of it doesn't mean it's not a thing. Maybe if you ever left the house, you'd know a little more about the ways of the world. Oh wait, you don't have any friends and are too much of a weird, creepy loser to make any. Maybe I should go a little easier on you. I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. You always were, how to put it, a little ditzy, ignorant, a moron, a mix of the three. Anyway, I think you get the gist. To be honest, I always found it embarrassing to be around you. I lost count of how many times I had to pretend I didn't know you in front of the other kids. Wow, really? And there was me thinking we were friends. Huh? Me and you? Friends? Now I'm sure you must be living on another planet. I guess being a gloomy, friendless loser, I can't blame you for mistaking me. The only person who ever said hi to you for a friend. The thing is, babe, I never thought of you like that. I didn't even think of you as an acquaintance, let alone a friend. I see. Wow. I have to admit, this is all a lot to take in, Stacy. Tell me, did you hate me? Hate you? Oh, please. Don't be so dramatic. Hate would imply strong feeling. You weren't worthy of my hate. I didn't care about you enough to hate you. Rather than that, it was more that in my mind, you simply didn't exist at all. Maybe it sounds harsh, and I guess it kind of is, but that's the reality of life when you're a depressing, gloomy loser with no friends. Sure, I guess I can see why people thought I was gloomy. I had really low self-confidence and bad social anxiety back then. Still, I thought you were my friend. Your friend? You've got to be joking me. I can assure you beyond any shadow of a doubt that we most definitely, incontrovertibly, assuredly were not friends. We just happened to go to the same middle and high schools. Which part of that constitutes friendship? Next, you'll be telling me people you walk past in the streets are your friends. Sure, I guess, but you did message me a lot after we moved up to college, right? And you thought that meant I liked you? The only reason I messaged you is because I knew you were too weak to stand up for yourself and would do exactly as I told you, like a subservient little slave. You were just a convenient tool I kept around to do my bidding when I was in a pinch. What? Oh my God, are you being serious? You really thought that of me. Is that really all I was to you? Sure it was, hun. Does it really take me admitting it for you to understand? I always assumed you knew how much I held you in contempt. For example, when I lost on the horse racing, I was in dire need of money quickly, but didn't want to make my parents mad by borrowing any more from them. Or when I needed someone to drive me somewhere on short notice, I knew that if I asked you, you'd do anything for me, and you kinda just came to fill the role of the useful pushover in my life. Wow, really? So you mean I was like your personal ATM and chauffeur? Yep, I never thought of it like that, but that's a perfect description. If you had any common sense, you would have realized at the time. I'm guessing being a low IQ moron who can't stand up for herself or pick up on social cues has something to do with your abject failure to find a husband. Anyway, once I'm getting married, I won't need you anymore, so if you wouldn't mind, I'd like it if you stayed away from me for the rest of your life. Thanks, babe. You've been such a big help. Goodbye forever. Goodbye forever? But why? Surely your husband and your friends are different things. Why can't you have both? Why can't we still be friends after you get married? Or are you implying your husband is about to take my place as your personal ATM and chauffeur? Wow, you're dumber than I thought. Can't you understand basic English? There'd be no merit keeping you around once I get married. So I'm ditching you from my life. It's so simple, even a monkey could understand it. And sure, now that you mention it, my husband may prove to come in handy for a thing or two. I kept you around all this time because you were far too spineless to say no and did anything I told you to with no questions asked. But I'll be marrying Dick Masterson, the son of the CEO of Soylent Corp, and one of the richest, most handsome young men in America real soon. Which means you'll have served your purpose and I won't be needing you anymore. Do you understand yet? Wow, your fiancé is the son of the CEO of Soylent Corp? Yep, it would appear so. He seems dead set on keeping it hidden from me for some reason. I don't know if it's because he's shy or something. But it's true. He's an up-and-coming corporate hotshot set to inherit one of the biggest companies in the world. Aren't I just the luckiest girl on earth? With this, my ascension into the ranks of the world-famous celebrities is set in stone. Soon, I'll be one of the chosen ones. You know, thinking about it, you should get down on your knees and thank me. Why? Because I, a beautiful, intelligent, funny, popular, modest, and soon-to-be filthy rich celeb, was kind enough to pretend to be your friend all this time. Sure, I can get down on my knees if it would make you happy. Do you want me to? Holy crap, are you for real? Do you have no pride whatsoever? How can you let me speak to you like this? Oh my God, my sides hurt. I'll get down on my knees 1,000 times for a friend as important to me as you are, Stacy. All right, you're starting to piss me off now. How many times do you want me to say it? We are not friends. Anyway, forget it. If you get down on your knees at my wedding, I'll never live to see the end of shame and embarrassment. Can you just save me the trouble and go home, please? Look, I'm asking nicely here. Your presence is making me cringe, and I want you to go. I see. Hey, moron, didn't you understand what I said to you earlier? Hurry up and get your ass away from my wedding. How much more obvious can I make it? Why are you loitering around the church like some kind of weirdo? I did want to sit down, but I couldn't find a seat with my name on it. Duh, because you weren't invited in the first place. Why would I prepare you a seat when you're patently not welcome here? But I have an invitation letter with my name on it. Why wouldn't you prepare me a seat? Besides, I even brought a wedding gift. I was looking forward to watching you get married. You could at least let me eat at the buffet. Those bagels look really good. Wow, you are literally the most disgusting, shameless person I've ever met. I actually feel sick reading this crap. Sure, of course, we're holding the wedding at a luxury high-end hotel, so naturally the buffet is going to be to die for. But you're deluded if you think a gloomy, low-IQ loser moron like you is intelligent and cultured enough to appreciate the complexity of the flavors on this buffet. No way, I can totally understand. Taste works by cells on the taste buds sending electrical signals to the brain. I am not talking about the scientific mechanism, you moron. You've got some nerve to be talking about brains when you're clearly brain dead. Ugh, there's no speaking to you. Why do I even bother? It's exactly this kind of inane bullcrap that makes you unsuitable to breathe the same air as me, let alone be my friend. Really? It's true, some people do call me ditzy, but if that means I can't be your friend, I'm really sad. Sorry if I annoyed you, Stacy. If you're really sorry, how about you prove it and disappear from this wedding right now? But you're my best friend, and I was looking forward to watching you get married. Best friend? Ugh, I've had it with you already. How many times are you gonna make me repeat myself? I haven't thought of you as my friend even once these last 20 years. I don't prepare seats for gloomy losers, so hurry up and disappear from my wedding. Fine, understood. I hope you guys have a happy life together. My happiness is none of your business.
Hey, Rachel, are you okay? Did you get food poisoning or something?
Huh? I've never had food poisoning. Not even once, ever since I was born. Why would you ask me that? That's kind of a random question.
Wow, you haven't had food poisoning even once since you were born? Well, I haven't seen you for like 30 minutes now, so I thought maybe something happened. I saw you earlier, so I thought maybe you had to dip out to the toilets or something.
Stacy told me I'm not welcome at the wedding and don't have a seat, so I went home.
Huh? What the heck? Stacy said that to you? Did I miss something? What exactly is going on here?
What's going on? Well, that's what's going on. It's like I just said. She told me she never once thought of me as a friend, not even once.
Well, I don't mean to be rude, but isn't that obvious? You guys did only just meet. Seriously, what are you talking about?
No, that's not true. Me and Stacy have known each other ever since middle school.
Huh? Wait, what?
We were especially close in middle school. We used to hang out with each other at recess every single day. We even sat next to each other in class. Neither of us had many friends, which is why I think we felt so comfortable with each other.
Wait a sec, are you kidding? You and Stacy were classmates back in middle school?
Yep. You went to live in Japan with your mom and dad after elementary school, right? That's why you never met her back then.
I can't make sense of any of this. Are you being serious? But if you and Stacy used to be classmates, why didn't you tell me?
I don't know. Maybe because you didn't ask me?
How am I supposed to ask you about something I don't know about in the first place? Oh, by the way, Rachel, were you and my fiancé classmates? Who asks that?
Not you, obviously. If you asked me, I would have told you.
Well, does Stacy know me and you were classmates back in elementary school?
No, I don't think she does. I never told her that either.
But why didn't you tell her?
'Cause she never asked me?
Fine, whatever. You won't tell people things unless they ask you, right? I get it. All right, well, tell me this. Why would Stacy ask you to leave the wedding when you guys got along back in middle school?
It's not just that we got along. I genuinely thought we were close friends. But it turns out she never thought of me as a friend, not even once. Apparently she was just using me the whole time.
Using you in what way?
There's nothing I wouldn't do for a friend.
Okay, so what does that mean? I still don't understand how she was using you. Did Stacy say something horrible to you or something?
I have the chat logs. One sec, I'll send everything. Hey, did you go home yet? I'm not sure what exactly is happening, but everyone seems to be kicking up a fuss over something. Did you try and sneak back into the hotel for the buffet or something after you left? Nope, I came home, I promise. I'm relaxing on the sofa with a hot chocolate reading my book. But if there's trouble, would it be best if I came back? I don't mind if you need me, really. What? Are you kidding me? Having a low IQ pea brain like you hanging around would only make whatever's happening here worse. Whatever, as long as you went home, I'm happy. Now that you mention it, the air does seem to be a little cleaner since you left. Has Dick still not said anything to you? Huh? Said anything to me about what? Well, apparently your wedding got canceled. Surely that's what everyone's kicking up a fuss about. Huh? My wedding? Canceled? What in heaven's name are you talking about? Anyway, who the hell do you think you are, casually bringing up my fiancé's name in conversation? Huh? Why wouldn't I? Anyway, I really think you should talk to Dick about this, not me. Oh, I see what's going on here. You're salty and bitter over getting kicked out of the wedding, so this is your feeble attempt at getting your own back on me, isn't it? Well, let me make one thing clear. Telling lies won't get you back into this wedding. All you're doing is proving how pathetic and jaded you are. I'm not lying at all, I promise. That's what Dick told me when we spoke earlier. He said he needs some time to reconsider whether marrying you is really what he wants. Stop it, Rachel. This is so tragic, it's bordering on comical. When would the likes of you ever get the opportunity to speak to my dick? It would be one thing if you had his number, but you clearly don't. And sure, you may have been at the wedding for a little while, but there's no way you had any chance to speak to him with how busy he is today. How about you just admit you're lying and call it a day already? But I do have his number. Dick and I are childhood friends. Excuse me, what did you just say? The only reason I didn't tell you is because you never asked. It's not like I was hiding it or anything, it just never came up in conversation. You and Dick? Childhood friends? Oh, now I've heard it all. Your delusions are getting so ridiculous, you're actually scaring me now. Whatever, I'm done. There is nothing to be accomplished by speaking to you. I'm gonna block you now, so do yourself a favor and don't waste your time trying to message me. Oh my God, are you for real? You're really gonna block me? Dick, why does it look like you and your relatives are fighting over something? What's going on, baby?
Like I just told you, the wedding's on hold for a little while. It doesn't look like these guys are about to calm down anytime soon.
But why are they going so crazy? I don't understand why you guys are fighting with each other. Did something happen? I don't mind us holding off for an hour or two if it can't be helped, but I have no idea what's going on and I'm starting to get kind of worried.
Listen, Stacy, I'm just gonna come straight out with it. It's looking like we're gonna have to call the wedding off.
What? But why?
That's what I'm arguing with my relatives over, so I need you to give me some time to see if I can't calm them down.
But why? Why would we call the wedding off? I don't understand. You must be fighting with them to save the wedding, right?
No, I'm the one who wants to call the whole thing off. But my relatives won't accept what I'm saying and seem determined to dig their heels in. God, they're so stubborn.
What? What do you mean? Why would you want to call the wedding off?
You know exactly what I'm talking about. Why are you playing dumb? Quit wasting my time. You should have heard from Rachel just now.
Wait, what? You mean she was telling the truth?
Of course she was. Why would she lie? I'm considering divorce. I'm considering just not marrying you in the first place. When I got up to go over and tell you in person, my relatives held me back and wouldn't let me, even though it's my frickin' wedding in the first place.
But why? Why won't you tell me the reason? How can you just throw away what we have like this? Am I nothing to you? Have you no heart?
Did Rachel tell you about how me and her are childhood friends?
What? You mean that was true as well?
Of course it was. Why do you doubt everything she says? Rachel isn't a liar. Everything she told you is true. She showed me your chat logs with her.
What? She showed those to you? From when?
All the crap you sent her earlier today. You know, the stuff about you not preparing her a seat, abusing her with a cruel barrage of insults and personal attacks, and ordering her to go home.
No, that was... It was just a prank. Oh, yes, that's right. A prank. I didn't mean any of it.
Cut the crap. It's not a prank if you actually made her go home, is it? No. I finally know what kind of person you really are now. You're a no-good, narcissistic disgrace of a human being who takes advantage of the good nature of others for your own personal gain.
No, that's not true. It wasn't like that, I swear. She was always the one who initiated things, you know? Like, she'd always offer to do things for me, and I guess I just couldn't say no.
I see. So you're claiming this is all her fault, is that right?
Yes, exactly. I mean, using the word fault makes it sound weird, but she always offered to help me out whenever I was in a pinch. It's not like I ever asked her to do things for me, but at the same time, I didn't see any reason to refuse her kind offers.
In that case, why did you abuse her in those messages and order her to leave the wedding?
Well, that was, there's a perfectly good explanation, I swear.
You're such a shameless lowlife. You're such a disgraceful snake that you kicked your friend who'd go to the ends of the earth to help you and literally has repeatedly over the last 20 years out of your wedding after hurling a torrent of hurtful abuse at her. Surely you understand this isn't the behavior of a decent human being. Heck, this isn't even the behavior of someone mentally healthy. You're sick.
No, you're getting this all wrong, Dick. There are some things that only us girls and that only friends can understand. You had to be there. It made sense at the time. You don't have anything to do with mine and Rachel's relationship, right? Surely you must know you're commenting on things you don't understand here. I don't want to sound rude, but I'd be super grateful if you just left us alone.
Nope. No can do. I can't watch you disrespect and abuse my childhood friend while standing by doing nothing. Oh yeah, and one other thing. How the hell do you know my dad's the CEO of Soylent Corp?
Huh?
I haven't told anyone about that, least of all you. I haven't told anyone about my family's involvement with Soylent Corp, and I can't for the life of me figure out how you know. I hadn't even told Rachel, and she's my frickin' childhood friend.
But that's not true. You told me, babe, don't you remember? I'll come to think of it, I think you might have had a few beers. I guess you were just a little drunk and forgot the next day?
I haven't had a beer in over 10 years, idiot, but you knew that, didn't you?
I guess maybe I did.
It all makes sense now. That's why you made all your advances against me, isn't it? You knew I was set to become CEO of Soylent Corp one day, and that's why you inserted yourself into my life and went on your charm offensive.
No way. Oh, it's not like that at all. I swear. Oh my God, if only you knew how wrong you are. I promise you, baby, I only found out after we started dating. I didn't have the faintest idea when we met. Please, you have to believe me.
With this, my ascension into the ranks of world-famous celebrities is set in stone. Why don't you tell me who said that, Stacy?
No. That was just a lighthearted joke between friends. I didn't mean it. I swear. Please, Dick, please believe me.
A lighthearted joke between friends? That's funny. I thought you said you'd never thought of Rachel as a friend.
Well, you see, oh, just wait a second, please. Baby, you're not serious about this whole calling off the wedding business, are you? You wouldn't throw away what we have so easily, would you? Please reconsider, baby. I'm begging you, please.
I trust you less with every word you say. There's absolutely no way I'm marrying you now. I wouldn't do it even if you paid me $1 million.
But your relatives are opposed to calling it off, right?
Sure, but they're only thinking about protecting the company's image and their own precious reputations. They just want to avoid the embarrassment of people finding out someone in their family's wedding got canceled on the day of the ceremony.
Aha! Well, in that case, I think we better go ahead with it.
I don't live my life to protect my family's company or the reputations of others. I live my life for me. Besides, you must be insane if you think I'd even dream of marrying the kind of scumbag who insults my childhood friend. Rachel didn't deserve any of the crap you said to her, and you should be ashamed of yourself. You make me feel physically sick, and I never want to see you again. Goodbye.
No, wait, don't do this. You're my special love muffin, and I can't bear to lose you. No. Hey, Rachel, are you there? You need to come and fix this mess at once. What am I supposed to do if my wedding gets canceled? Oh my God, I can't believe this is happening. Huh? Didn't you block me? Sure, but I just unblocked you. You should be grateful. Anyway, forget about that. You need to come back to this hotel and do something about the shit show that's unfolding here as soon as possible. If you don't, Dick's going to cancel the wedding. Going? Future tense? I already told you, Stacy, the wedding already got canceled. Past tense. Everyone's going home already, right? No! No! I won't accept it. This wedding can still be saved. I just know it. There are still a few people here. We can still do this. Burying your head in the sand isn't going to change anything, Stacy. I know it sucks, but the sooner you accept it, the less painful it'll be for you in the long run. Dick's always been the thoughtful but decisive type. He can sometimes take a while to make his mind up, but when he does, he means it. Quit talking about my husband like you know him. If he was thoughtful, he wouldn't do something as reckless as canceling our goddamn wedding. This surpasses the bounds of common sense. I mean, dumped on my own wedding day? This is only supposed to happen in the movies. Now quit babbling and get your ass down here and convince people to stop leaving. I don't know. Dragging myself back out there would be kind of awkward. I'm comfy on the sofa with my book now. Besides, I have a viewing booked for this evening. Huh? A viewing? Like on a house? Yep, I decided to move. You booked a viewing with a frickin' real estate agent after I kicked you out of the wedding? How the hell does your mind work? Huh? Is that weird? Is there supposed to be a way I was supposed to behave after being kicked out? I've always been a seize the day and take the bull by the horns kind of gal. Anyway, I need to get ready and head out soon, so I can't come now. Ugh, come to think of it, you've always been like this. I never did know what was going on in that head of yours. You sure were damn good at giving me the creeps. Was this your plan all along? Did you do it on purpose? Huh? What's that supposed to mean? You think I didn't notice how you played on your eccentric girl act to get attention from the boys in college? I was nothing but your tag-along while you got all the attention. Ugh, even thinking about it now gets me riled up. It was all an act, wasn't it? You were just playing a character to hide your true, unlovable self and get as much male attention as possible. Nope, I was just doing my darndest to live my best life. If that's a crime, sue me. Hang on, wait a sec. Are you saying I was popular in college? No way, I always thought you were way more popular than me. Huh? Think about it, you were always super kind. Sure, maybe people thought I was interesting and maybe kind of peculiar, but you were pretty much universally well-liked, plain and simple. You were the only one who ever listened to the things I had to say and actually took me seriously. No way, I never took you seriously. You're way off the mark if that's what it seemed like. But everyone else always poked fun at the way I spoke or the turns of phrase I used. They were so obsessed with how I came across that they never stopped to consider what I was actually saying. That's why I always loved you, Stacy. I thought you were great. I thought we were friends. Are you trying to make me feel bad? Huh? Do you feel bad? But why would I try to do that? Would I gain from it somehow? Yeah, well, of course you would. Anyway, you and Dick were childhood friends, right? You said I was your best friend, but you obviously had others. Dick moved to Japan with his mom and dad when we graduated elementary school. You knew he was raised in Japan and speaks fluent Japanese, right? Of course I know that. Of course, we met every year when he came back for Christmas, and we did stay in touch. But he was ultimately still a world away. There was only ever one person who was there for me through thick and thin. You. Is this another one of your stratagems? Are you trying to make me say sorry or something? No, nothing like that. It's just that, well, if this is the last time we'll ever speak, I may as well get everything I want to say off my chest, right? Anyway, I really should head off. I know you're probably about to go through some really stressful times, but I want you to stay strong. You're an amazing person, and I just know there's nothing you can't do if you put your mind to it. Huh? Wait, what? Hang on a sec, I thought we were about to make friends. Nope, sorry, Stacy. I think this has to be the end for me and you. I don't know what'll happen between you and Dick, because that's between you and Dick, but as for me and you, yeah, no. What? But I thought you saw me as your best friend. Surely you'll give your best friend one last chance. I've already been abandoned by everyone else, but now you as well? What am I supposed to do? I'll never be able to make it in this world on my own. But you're the one who abandoned me. Anyway, bye. No, wait, let's make friends. We're best friends, right? Right? We go all the way back to middle school, right? Huh? Best friends? Oh, don't worry about that. It's just like you said earlier. I don't think of you as my friend at all anymore.
Rachel, I'm so sorry about everything that happened with Stacy. It must have really sucked for you to hear her say all that stuff. You didn't deserve any of it.
No kidding. You really should have done something about her before it reached the stage of getting married.
I would have if I'd had any idea what she was like before the wedding. I am grateful, though. Thanks to you, I found out what she was really like and dodged the bullet of a lifetime. I hope you don't let what happened get you down.
Huh? Why would I feel down?
What? You got betrayed by your best friend. That's obviously gotta suck, right? It wouldn't be strange if your head was in a really dark place right now.
But Stacy said it herself. She never thought of me as a friend, not even once. That's why I'm not sad at all.
Oh, I see. You move on from things quickly, huh?
It's not that I moved on. She said we were never friends, so I wasn't sad to begin with. Surely this whole thing was a bigger blow for you than it was for me. You just lost your fiancé.
Don't worry about me. I may be single again, but I learned some valuable lessons that'll stay with me forever.
That's the spirit. It's important to look on the bright side at times like this. All right, well, good luck finding the next one.
Thanks. One thing's for sure. The next time I meet someone, I'll make sure to ask if they're your childhood friend first.
After that, I heard that Stacy's entire family were disgusted with the way she'd behaved towards me on the wedding day. With that, moving back in with her parents was no longer an option, so apparently she lives alone in a small apartment in our hometown now. I got a few messages from unknown numbers that seemed awfully like Rachel begging for forgiveness. But ever since she told me she never saw me as a friend, I lost all interest in having anything to do with her. So I blocked her immediately every time. I do sometimes wonder what she's up to these days. But she's not my friend, and prying into the affairs of strangers is just plain rude, even if it's only in your head. A few years after the events of today's story, Dick found himself a new girlfriend. This time, she wasn't my childhood friend. Which is why something tells me that this time, they'll actually make it to the end of the wedding. My only concern is that when Dick gets busy with family life, I won't have anyone to keep me company. So, I think it's about time I found myself a boyfriend too.